We're going to prune this mature upright dwarf specimen. This is the Acer palmatum pixie. You've seen this tree in a couple previous videos that I've created. It's been spending its winter here inside our unheated greenhouse. It is now the end of January. Now our temperatures are above zero with no expected sustained cold weather or below zero. So we're going to prune it now. With upright dwarf specimens, it's much easier to prune these trees before the leaves come out, as they get very dense with the foliage, and it makes it very difficult to make some of the cuts. When the leaves are off, of course, everything is visible, and it's much easier to go ahead and get it trimmed and prepped for spring. So I'll do a step-by-step pruning of this tree, and I'll give all the details and hopefully explain as best as I can. Okay, here we go. Now, first of all, you'll notice a lot of inside growth on the main stalks. What I normally do, I just take it off with the edge of my thumb. So basically, anything that's growing inward, I generally take it out, unless you want the odd branch coming in to add some foliage into the center of the tree. Generally with these types of trees, though, they push out so dense with foliage that you don't really see the inside of the tree anyway. And by clearing out the inside of the tree, of course, it allows for good airflow. So, as you can see, I'm just literally using my thumb, pulling off these tiny young shoots and clearing the entire inside section of the entire tree. Now this pixie, again, it's about 27 years old now, and again about 4 feet in the container. We did have it in a much larger oak barrel. If you did see that pruning video a couple years ago, we decided to take it out of the oak barrel, and we've got into a much smaller 15-gallon pot, which we'll leave in for a couple of years until we decide what type of decorative pot we want to put it in. I did a root prune last year, dropped it into this pot, and it's fine in this pot for a few years. So it's sort of like garden furniture when you're container growing. You know, you can definitely move them with ease. You can repot them and change your decor. And again, the beauty, of course, is maintaining the exact size that you'd like to have. So, as you can see, I've taken out the bulk of the inside growth. Now we'll start removing excess growth. Now, looking at this very top branch, you can see the multiple shoots coming out. Well, first of all, I'll take this one right out, as it was sitting right beside this one. They're both doing the same thing. They're both pushing out. They're both going to get plenty of foliage. Also, this top one, I'm going to cut it back right at the V to limit that outward pushing growth. Again, this one coming out beside, I'm going to cut that one out. On this side now, I'll be taking out few of these little guys, just opening it up, as there's many excessive shoots coming out that will just grow into each other and create excessive foliage that we don't need on the tree. There we go. Got that first little branch done. Now same with this little end piece. I'll just snip that off at the V, and that's done. Okay, let's move over now to this side. We'll do another top visual. Now, looking at both of these branches, I don't need both. I'm taking this one right out at the main stalk here. You notice both of these smaller branches, we don't need either of them. Let's take them both out. There's one. There's two. We've got this side growth coming out. I'm going to bring it right back to the main stalk. I'm going to take out a couple of these little shoots here, just to open it up. Again, now what we've got here, I'm going to take this one right out because this main leader is pushing out, and I'll bring it back a couple of inches. Okay. Now we'll look to this point here. Looking at both of these stalks, we'll decide, well, which one should we keep? I like the outward flow of this, but it's coming out too far, so I'm going to bring it back to the union. Oops, a bit too far, so I'll take it back to the next one. There we go. This one that's coming up, I'll take it off. I'm going to take this one off at the V as well. This that's pushing out, I'll take off the one side. That's all we need. Now you'll notice the odd dead leaf, and of course that's very common in the wintertime as not all the leaves fall off, especially when they're inside in a greenhouse setting. You don't get the wind and the rain to help get them off the tree. Now this one remaining, we've got two pushing out, one coming straight out. I'm taking the one that's going straight out away. Helps keep that nice condensed look. Now right up in front of the camera here, hopefully you'll see this shot, taking out this inside growth. This one that's coming up, I'm just going to nip it off. This stem that's coming out somewhat aggressively, and again, when you can see the dark, or I should say brighter red, it's a very active shoot coming out. Generally, I take those out because they sometimes can grow quite a bit quicker than other shoots, and they can really distort the type of look of the tree in the end. Again, now this one, I'm just going to bring it back to the union. Now we see a lot of foliage here at this point. I'm going to take most of it off just with my fingers. Too awkward to get in there with the blade. There we go. And I'll just move the camera over here slightly. Okay, now onto the side of the tree. Again, very, very dense foliage here. So let's take a look. We've got this one coming out and up, this one coming straight up. I'm going to take the one that's coming straight up out. I'll leave the union of the lower two branches remaining in case I want to make a cut later on once the leaves open up. Those branches will come straight up and in. Basically, they won't be seen once the leaves come out. So again, we're always going to focus on keeping that outer growth. Again, now these small shoots, I'm just going to pick them off with my fingers as they are all redundant once the leaves open up. Now, looking at this shoot coming straight out, let's take it off right at the union. This one as well, right at the union. Now you can see we've got one coming out and another one. Let's take off the top one. We'll leave that bottom one pushing out. Again, take it off at the union. Looking down lower, this one on the inside. There's actually two of them side by side. I'll take that out. Again, this is a nice texture of the leaf, and I want to maintain the shape on both sides, but it's pushing out quite far, so I'm going to push it back. Same with this one. I'll bring it right back to that union. And also, hopefully you can see this, the branch coming out lower. I'm just going to bring it right back. Now here we've still got a wee bit of a more dense cluster. I'll take out the bottom one, and I'm actually going to take this one right out and allow that other branch to continue to grow. Take this back. There we go. We've looked after that side. Coming back now to this one, a couple of minor little cuts here. I'll take out the middle union piece, this one that's pushing out and above. We'll leave that. Two lower branches now, fairly dense clusters, this one and this one. Now, this one is pushing out a fair bit. I'm going to bring back this main stalk and this one that's coming out further. There we go. Still fairly dense. I'm going to selectively make a couple of cuts just to thin it out. This one that's coming straight out, we don't need it. We've got foliage coming here. We've got this foliage that will push out. Now there is some inside growth here, and again, because this main stalk is pushing out, I'll leave a couple of those in there. I'll just take out the middle one. We'll let these two push out and in. Now, coming to the other side, we take a look at this one. Very, very dense. Almost impossible to get at with the trimmer. So again, mostly with my thumb. I'll be pushing these back and just letting them break off. Again, all I'm doing is just thinning it out, as we don't need all of the same foliage, as it is completely redundant when you see the spring showing. Now again, this one pushing out, let's just bring it back. This one coming up, let's just bring it back a touch. We'll take out a couple of these. Again, some of these lower ones I'm taking out because I like the stalk to be nice and clear and clean at the bottom of the tree. And one more guy there. There we go. And let's take that one right out. You'll notice now, again, this branch protruding way out. Well, again, let's bring it into context with the other side of the tree. We'll take that back. This one as well, moving out fairly aggressive, right back to the union. I'll pinch off a couple of branches. Now again, just thinning it out. Just visualize. It's your call. You decide. When they run side by side, you don't need them all. Let's get that a little closer. This one I'll take right off here. And a little further up the tree here, there's a couple of little branches that need to go. This guy's a little bit too tall. Let's bring it back. And we'll watch this in the spring, and sometimes they will push out aggressively, then just basically cut them back and get the tree to the visual size and shape you like with a couple of minor little cuts. And just to the back here now, again, really quickly with the thumb. Quite a cluster here, so let's selectively thin it out. Goes fairly quickly. No need to waste time staring. Just pick off those stems. Just at the back of the tree here as well, I'm just going to cut this one back, cut that one back. Those stems off. The last little bit from the back side now. Really just thinning out the tree. That's all it takes. Take that main stem out of the middle there. This inside growth coming out, I'll take that one right out actually. Up at the top here, we've got a very dense cluster. Couple of cuts here. Two running side by side. Let's take one out. One last cut over here, and then the last branch at the bottom of the tree here. It's a little thick and heavy, so just a bit of a thinning out. I'm going to take this lower one out as well. As you notice, it's very, very clean, and I do that intentionally, having no foliage, as it just makes a beautiful canopy as the leaves open up. And there we have it. The tree's ready for spring to open up. Doesn't take any time, and as mentioned, it is so much easier to do the pruning now before the dense foliage opens up. I hope this helps you out, and have fun pruning. Thanks for watching.